Hello friends, welcome back to r/IDontWorkHereLady. Today we have 3 new stories and 3 new crazy people. The first story about Karen at the clothing store. The second is about a man who demanded a money refund from a firm where he didn't take it. And a third story about a man who found out the phone number was wrong but still didn't believe he wasn't talking to an employee. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for the new stories every single day. And move on to our first story. The people who work here wear badges, not lanyards. My sister's getting married next year, and myself and our younger sister are the bridesmaids. Last month, we, along with our mother, went shopping for dresses on a day we had plans to attend an event in the building next door to my office. I would go to work as normal, as would my bride sister, and then once she'd finished, early morning shift until 10:30 a.m., she'd drive into the city with my other sister and mother, and I would finish off a half day and then meet them. As a rule, we decided that younger sister would try dresses on, and then when we'd narrowed down what looked good on her, I would then try on from the narrowed down selection due to my disability as I struggled with some movements which caused pain. It's important to note here that I look fine, and you would know unless told. So on the day in question, I left work and walked across the city to a major UK department store, and we met up with them. We headed to the ladies section and pulled around 10 dresses that fit the style we had discussed, then headed off to the fitting room to see what we actually liked on the body. The fitting rooms were surprisingly busy for a Friday lunchtime, but not overwhelmingly so. We were directed towards a free cubicle, maybe 10 doors down the hall, after a short wait. Now, as this fitting room was usually lesser used, they stored a few wheeled clothes rails in the hallway against the wall, and luckily for us, we had an empty clothing rail in the hallway opposite the door. I say luckily since long formal dresses can be super heavy, and we had around 10 of them to try, so we hung the dresses on the rail to pass in one at a time. As each dress was tried, we'd then hand her a new one, and she would pass out the previous reject for us to put back on the hanger. We then hung it up and segregated into 2 groups. Absolutely no way, and we'll see how they look on OP and go from there. So there was my mom, my sister, and myself in a line outside one particular door, 10 doors in, nowhere near the fitting room exit. And in walks our Karen, around 60, a short bob that wasn't quite the typical Karen cut, and a skinny little thing. She came out of the fitting room 2 doors down from us, closer to the exit, with around 5 hangers and a bundle of clothes not on said hangers. She looked towards the exit, which was busy with a couple of frantic salesgirls rehanging a pile of unhung clothes. Seriously, why people feel they have to screw things up in a ball and hand them in if they don't fit or flatter is beyond me. And then back to me standing, hanging a dress on the virtual empty rail. Back to the salesgirls in their all-black outfits. Back to me in my black and blue polka dot dress with floral raincoat. And walks towards me and thrust the ball of clothes at me. I automatically took them and thrust them back at her. She shoved them at me. I pushed them back. On her third attempt to push them into my hands, I moved them out of the way so the clothes fell on the floor. Karen, why did you do that? I don't want these things. Me, neither do I. Karen, but you work here. Me, no I don't. Karen, yes you do. Me, no I don't. Karen, you're wearing a lanyard. You must work here. Me, the people that work here wear name badges, not lanyards. I don't work here. Karen, well, you were hanging things up for these people, pointing at my family. Me, I'm with these people. That's my mother, and she taught me 2 things. 1, we hang clothes up if we don't want them because it's good manners, and 2, it's rude to point. At this point, Karen actually looks at my family, who are all watching this exchange incredulously, and sees that my mother is my double plus 20 years, and my sisters and I could pass for triplets if not for the fact older sister has purple hair and younger sister's is currently dyed green, pink, and purple, mine's left natural, and goes red, bends down to pick up the clothes that are still at my feet. Karen, aren't you at least going to help me? Me, nope. Karen, you're a very rude young lady. Me, and you're a very rude old lady. I just stood there while she scrabbled to pick them up, thinking she'd been told if she knows what's good for her, she'll shut up and move on. But nope, she had to try to get in the last word. Karen, clearly your mother should have taught you some manners. Mom, excuse me? You are the one who rudely interrupted us, and you are the one who shoved your screwed-up, rejected clothes at my daughter, which ultimately caused them to end up on the floor in the first place. You are the one who needs to learn some manners before you question my parenting skills. Karen, she should still help. Me, I can't help. Karen, why not? Me, I'm disabled. Karen, no you're not. Family is one, clearly done with Karen's BS. Yes, she is. Now, this had been going on for a while, and finally the sales girls who actually worked there had noticed that Karen was harassing us and headed over to see what was going on. Sales girl, ladies, is everything all right? Karen, no, this rude girl knocked my clothes out of my hands and now won't help me pick them up and is lying about being disabled. Mom, don't lie. You assumed she worked here, dropped them on the floor when she didn't take them, and have been standing here being very rude ever since. Just get your stuff and go. Sales girl, ma'am, I think it's best if you just go. I'll pick them up. Just go. And with that, she dropped the whole lot back on the floor and stormed out. Sales girl to herself. B-word. Me. You said it. And we went back to what we were doing. And yes, we did find a dress we both looked good in. Second story. We can't refund you money we didn't take. I was working in an insurance call center at 9 p.m. for a smaller insurance company that I'll call Spooky. Angry customer is AC and M is me. M, thank you for calling Spooky Insurance Customer Care. How can I help you? AC, you need to put my money back right now. I told y'all you couldn't have it and you took it anyway. Me, I'd be happy to take a look into that. May I have your policy number, or would you like me to look it up by your name? Side note, it's common for us to get calls about not stopping a draft and withdrawing funds when we aren't supposed to. Darn human error. AC, I don't have that memorized. Shouldn't you know my policy number? Isn't that your job? Me, I'd be happy to look it up. What's your name and zip code? Look up old policy from 10 years ago. Verify no other policies for her. Well, you haven't had insurance with Spooky Insurance for 10 years, so we didn't take any money out of your account. AC, yes you did. Are you going to put it back in now? Me, this is Spooky Insurance Company. I think you have us confused with someone else. AC, I know who I called. You took my money and I want it back. Me, okay, why don't you send me a screenshot of your bank statement? AC, okay, but you're putting that money back. You had no right to take my money. Me, opening up screenshot. How much was the charge for? AC, you should know. You took the money. Idiots taking $200 out of my account without permission. Me, finding the charge. Okay, so you see where it says other large insurance company? AC, yes. Well, we are Spooky Insurance Company. AC, so? Me, well, we didn't take your money because you don't have insurance with us. You have it with other larger insurance company. AC, I don't care who took it. You have to put the money back. Me, I don't work for other larger insurance companies, so I can't put it back. AC, you lying. You had no right to take that money, so put it back. Me, if you want your money back, you need to call the other larger insurance company. AC, no, I want you to give my money back. Me, I can't because I don't work for them, so you should call them. Goodbye, click. I would think that the name of the other insurance company on her bank statement would have given her a better idea of who to call. And our third story. I know this is the wrong number, but I still don't believe you. I used to get frequent calls on my mobile phone asking for, let's call him Mr. Wong. That wasn't his name, but it was a Chinese name, and I'm Chinese too, so I'm allowed to make a Wong number joke. This was 2014 or so. As far as I can tell, Mr. Wong had printed up business cards, had some kind of flyer or ad, whatever, with the wrong number, namely my number. It seems his potential customers or clients really did have my exact phone number, not something close to it. Most of the time, people were apologetic when I explained what was going on. They got the message when I said I wasn't Mr. Wong, I didn't know Mr. Wong, and definitely didn't work for him. There was some kind of mistake with his business info. Most people caught on pretty quick, and it was all good. But there was this one guy, he kept calling back, and he refused, absolutely refused to accept my explanation. In the end, it went something like this. Guy, look, just tell him, me, sir, this is my phone. I don't know him. I don't know how to reach him. You've got the wrong number. Guy, is this 12345678? Me, yes it is. That's not Guy. Then I've got the correct number. Stop telling me I've made a mistake. Me, I'm not saying that, sir. I'm sure you did dial 1234567 It's just that that number you have isn't right. I think he's been giving out mine by accident. Guy, nope, that can't be. Me, I'm not sure what to tell you. That's it. Guy, did you just change your number? You've got Wong's old number? Me, no, sir, definitely not. Guy, you got a new line. What's your phone company? They gave you Wong's number. Me, no, I'm sure that isn't it, but even if it was, Guy, those telcos shouldn't be doing that. Me, well, Guy, you should tell them they gave you Wong's number. Me, I've had this phone for a number of years. Guy, no, that can't be. This is Wong's number. When did you get this number? You must have changed your number. Now, at this point, I was vaguely incredulous. I mean, the guy finally acknowledged he's got the wrong person, yet he's still questioning me. I probably should have just hung up, but me, sir, that's none of your business. But fine, I've had this number for 15 years. Guy, that's not possible. Wong. Me, 3 years of school, 3 years of army, 6 years in uni, 2 years of work. No, you're right. That's 14 years, not 15. Sorry. Guy, but who had the number before? It must have been Wong's number before. He must have had it before you. I swear I'm not embellishing. He really asked me that. It was a ridiculous question. I'm not responsible for the ancient history of my phone number. Looking back, I think maybe he wanted me to admit that maybe someone else had the phone number in the past so he could claim he was right or something, but as it happened, me. Unless Mr. Wong is a woman and my mother, I don't think so. Guy, but me. She got this line around 1995, sir, for the office. I took over the account afterwards. Guy, but maybe it was Wong's. Me. This number used to be attached to a Nokia with an antenna we had to pull out. Guy, but me. Sir, my family had this number since the 1990s. We're probably the only ones who've ever had it. Even if Wong had the number, once he's given you a number, that's 20 years out of date. Guy, I guess I've got the wrong number. Me, you have the wrong number. Guy, okay, sorry. Me, no problem. Have a good evening. Well, at least I won, I think. I don't get calls for Mr. Wong anymore, so there's that at least. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.